All right, I think we're here. Hey, oh my goodness, we made it. Okay, so we might be a little bit in the light, and we might be a little bit in the shadow. Light, shadow. Thank you so much for being here. I see Chroma's in the house. I see healthy hair, and of course, my girl Shell. Thank you all so much for being here. Happy New Year to you too, my sweet. Mwah, big kisses to you. Okay, so you guys, we have something amazing to celebrate that I'm super duper excited about. How about high fives in the chat for us getting halfway to our 50 subscriber goal? Come on, high fives, high five, high five, high five. So we need to get to 50 subscribers so that I can start streaming from my phone, and we'll have a little bit better visuals than I can get on my webcam. But it's amazing. We're already at 25, which is pretty darn good. And I think people who aren't even in my like immediate familiar circle are starting to subscribe. So that means a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, please, 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 please do it and share this weekly huddle, healthy lifestyle opportunity with anybody that you know that might really appreciate it. And congratulations to you for being here and taking this time and making the effort to recommit every week to your health journey and getting healthier and healthier and healthier. And that was a clue. Who remembers our three letters and what they stand for? Put the three letters in the chat if you remember. And if you happen to remember some of the 9 areas of health that we talk about here, that we've been talking about, go ahead and drop whichever ones you remember in the chat, because we want to keep refreshing this in our minds. We have a huge and important topic to talk about today, which is how to turn negativity into power to fuel yourself. So it's going to be really, really, really good. Let's see here. Oh, thank you so much, Scotty. Good morning to you too, my sweet. I'm so happy that you're here. Always, always. You are definitely one of my heroes. I am going to say that. I want to also say that you guys, I wanted to update. I've been getting feedback that you guys are actually applying stuff that we talk about and feeling inspired. Here are just some of the changes that I heard about in the last week or so. I know somebody here who's been joining us also joined a gym. Downloading apps where, hey, maybe I could do this kind of exercise. Maybe I could do that to heal this or that. So joining gyms, downloading apps. I heard that somebody started eating salad and they have never been a salad eater in their life. I know someone who is increasing self-care as a result, partly of being here and showing up here. And I don't know if anybody took on the 30 for 30 challenge that I put in last week, but if you did, feel free to let us know about that. And congrats on exploring your health journey. Okay, let's get, good morning, beautiful. I'm so happy that you're here. Yes, there you go. Chroma is listing some of the 9 areas. She said leveling up. That's right. Healthy leveling up. Healthy, having a healthy financial relationship with money. That's a great one. Sexual health, absolutely important, not just on the physical level, but emotionally and energetically as well. Oh my goodness, Jan is here. Well, now we can get the party started. Now we can actually get the party started. So let me go over the 9 areas just so you can have them in your mind. And then we're going to get into this important topic. Y'all, we need it right now, don't we? How to turn negativity into power and positive things. Okay, so our 9 areas that I want you to consider as you apply today's, I'm gonna call it, I don't wanna call it a weapon because that sounds so violent, but it's like a lightsaber. It's gonna be really, really good. And so I'm gonna give you specific examples, and I'm gonna give you a 2-step process, and also let you know some pitfalls to look out for, at least one pitfall to look out for as we learn to turn negativity into power. And I'm gonna list right now some of the 9 areas. So as you go into your week and you take this message into your week, you can think of it in as many ways as are applicable for you. And I'm going to give you a lot of examples later, like I said. So our 9 areas include self-care. So healthy self-care, healthy stress management, daily life, physical health, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, healthy leveling up, like we talked about, healthy relationships, sexual health, like we talked about, career and self-expression. How are you showing up and offering your gifts in the world? And then financial health, as we talked about as well. So just keep those in the back of your mind. Who's ready to actually get started? I know I am. Okay, so the word of the week, and this is my first word of the week that I want to offer you, and we're going to look at it a little differently and apply it a little differently from how you might be used to. Our word of the week and our lightsaber, our tool that we're going to use to turn negativity into power, the word is determination. And I don't mean just, be determined. I'm going to really break down how you can apply this as a tool. So the word determination, I love etymology, which is like where words come from. The word determination comes from a Latin root. And I can almost hear one of my besties right now going like, oh God, here she goes with that Latin root business, but it's important. D and then termination. So D in this case means like complete. And termination means like put an end to, like to terminate, right? So we're talking about the idea of determination or being determined as complete termination of something. We're going to talk about that in a second. Wait a minute. Stop the press. Is that oh, there's my babe, Tasia. Hi, sweetheart. I am so happy you're here, my love. Mwah. Big, big kisses to a big, big, brilliant, bright light in the world. I just love being related to you. I'll just tell you that. Okay. So the word determination does come from a Latin root, meaning to completely terminate. Okay. So we are going to use our power to completely terminate negativity and transmute it into positivity when negative things come our way. So the 2 steps, and we're going to get into it, so you're going to know how to use this for sure by the time we're done here. The 2 steps are, number 1, you are going to identify when something negative. So let's talk about all the negative things that have been happening. I am based in Los Angeles. This week has been unprecedented as far as I know, certainly in my experience living in LA, unprecedented devastation from wildfires, from fires. It's the only thing on the news, international newspapers, everything. It has been incredible. We have family member who has been really impacted by this as well. And I'll talk about that in a second too, but it's bad news, essentially. I know people can get very overwhelmed with a lot of negativity that can come up around politics. I recently got back from a country, my first time visiting there, and I was overwhelmed and very affected by the way that people were living there, that I attributed to what I would consider an oppressive government. It was very disturbing for me. So I'm just giving you the kind of context for how a lot of negativity can come to us. So we can have negativity coming at us in relationships, challenging relationships. Things can be really hard to deal with. And I want to show you how to use determination to deal with it. So the first thing that you're going to do when you're experiencing, so think of some examples in your own life where you can make like, man, this is really a negative thing that's coming my way or that I'm experiencing. The first thing that you want to do once you realize that it's becoming too much for you and you want it off of you and you're ready to transmute it and turn it into something powerful is you got to pause and identify the value. And this is what I mean. What is it that you value that is being violated by this negative thing? So I'll use the fires as an example. So what are the fires? It's about loss, right? It's about loss of safety, shelter, home, community, life, our precious belongings and stuff like that. So it is about loss, the loss of these things that we really value. So I learned in that moment of self-reflection or looking at what is it that's being violated. I learned that, wait, I really do. I value safety. I value shelter. I value home. I value community. I value, responsibility, like all of these things. That's step 1. What is the value? And step 2, how can I now, how can I now use what I call the 3 E's to flip this around? So once I identify what I value that's being violated by this negative thing, the 3 E's are to exalt that value, embody that value, and exercise it. So if I'm watching, and I have been, if I'm watching all this loss that's happening, for instance, from this tremendous, tremendous fire tragedy that's going on, and I know that, I value people being safe. That's safety, right? How can I make sure that I embody, exercise, and exalt the value of safety in my life? I can take care of myself. I can do what I can within my sphere of influence. When I went to this country and saw how people were living, it felt very oppressive to me. I felt that they lacked freedom. I felt that they lacked opportunity. I didn't like it because I value freedom. I value opportunity. So how can I exercise that in my life? How can I use the freedom that I have to choose to actually exercise my choice and choose the best for myself? We see people being cruel. We feel upset about the negativity because we value kindness. How can I embody that? How can I exercise kindness, not just with other people, but with myself? Is it kind for me to sit here and continue to expose myself to all this tragedy? Maybe I need to turn the TV off. Maybe I need to look the other way. Maybe I need to exercise the thing that I value, kindness to myself. A lot of times we're kind of taught to sacrifice ourselves and only be kind to others. That is not the way that we're going to synergize. It's not natural. We got to also take care of ourselves because we are our own number 1 sphere of influence. Pause. Yes, there you go. Carmela just put it in 3 steps for us. She says, when the negativity gets to be too much, we're going to pause. We're going to look at what it is we value, and we're going to use the 3 E's. We're going to exalt, we're going to embody, and we are going to exercise. One second. Exercise our ability to live our values in a more empowered way. And the great thing about learning to transmute negativity with determination is there's so much negativity to use. I mean, we can just charge ourselves up and charge ourselves up and charge ourselves up by completely ending, completely terminating the power of that negative thing within our sphere of influence. So it's like, okay, there may be oppression out there, but this is my boundary, and I am completely terminating the oppression once it gets within my sphere of influence. I'm not going to be oppressed inside of my own head and heart. I'm going to not only know that I'm free and be free, I'm going to exercise my freedom to what? To focus on what it is I do want, to look beyond my current circumstances, to hope for the best for myself and others, and then to use whatever I have. When you see somebody who's suffering, who doesn't have fill in the blank benefit or privilege that you have, you're not doing them any favors or yourself by not fully exercising the best parts of that privilege for yourself. So if you have the privilege of freedom, if you have the privilege of a safe home, take care of your home, value it, enjoy it. You get what I'm saying? So this is a way to take anything that comes to you that's negative and turn it into something positive. When we are seeing that people are experiencing lack, go into a state of sufficiency inside of yourself. Think about how you can really appreciate what it is that you have, and do not count yourself out, because this is a big pitfall that I see when it comes to this kind of thing. So for instance, let's say you're 81 beautiful years old and you've never had a ton of money and you'd love to become a millionaire, but you're telling yourself, oh, that could never happen for me, or that's unrealistic. That could, couldn't be me. It's not going to happen. My time's up. Really? So you are completely terminating the positive possibility of living what it is that you want. So you're using determination, complete termination. You're using determination to be determined that you can't have the life that you want. What about the value of the journey of saying, well, I'm not going to count myself out. I'm not going to completely terminate the possibility that I could have whatever it is, that I want to pursue. I want to be a millionaire. Great. How much more enjoyable, how much more positive, how much more powerful, we're turning negativity into power. How much more powerful am I going to feel, and is my experience going to be if I say, I'm going to use my power of determination to completely terminate the idea that I can't have something that I want? I'm not going to entertain that. Doesn't mean I know exactly all the steps and how to go and get my $1 million. But if I'm willing to use determination to say, I'm terminating the negative voice in my head that's telling me no, that cannot dwell here. This is a fortress of, I don't know who that is. I don't know who knows that I'm here. Maybe they want me to check out in a few minutes, which I will. But I'm just trying to say, determination is something, it's a tool for you to use, not a tool for you to use against yourself, but it's a tool for you to use for yourself. It is a one word that I want you to take into your week and look at, where can I completely just stop it? If you're having trouble in a relationship, it's contentious or it's negative or whatever, and you say, you know what, the word was determination. I'm going to completely terminate the negative effect that I'm allowing this thing to have on me. What has been violated in this relationship? This person is not being respectful. This person is not being loving, whatever, right? You say, okay, well, I'm completely terminating that at my boundary. This is my country. This is my sphere of influence. And in here, I'm going to be loving to myself first. Charity begins at home. I'm going to be loving. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to get to know myself and my values. And these are two that I really treasure. And I'm going to begin within, and I'm going to use my power of determination to become a determined person, which means I have my own back. You can be a decisive person. It does also come from a Latin root, meaning to cut off from, which is great. I like determination because it's a little bit deeper. You're not just cut off. Like I could go someplace and be cut off from, Wi-Fi and not have communication. My phone doesn't work, I'm cut off. But to have it completely terminated, I don't have that phone number no more. So terminate whatever the BS is that you don't want to have. If you're getting overwhelmed with politics and stuff like that, what is the value that's being violated? It's people are doing things wrong. whatever it is that I don't like their attitude. They're closed-minded and they're doing it all wrong and they're hurting people. Well, that means I value open-mindedness. I value doing things right. And I value, what was the third one? Not being good to people. I value being good to people. How can I embody that? How can I exercise that with myself first and then go out in the world and let my sphere of influence grow from there? So that is our word of the week. That is my tip for you to go into the week and turn negativity into power. I hope that is helpful. I hope that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We're here every week. I want you to take the rest of this time, whether it's the half hour or the hour, whatever you can do, and focus on your health. Focus on your health journey this week. Focus on how you can turn negativity into power. Sit down and make a little bit of a note of like, this thing that's really bothering me, what is the value? What is the value there that is being violated? And how can I exalt, embody, and exercise the positive side of what I value there? Become stronger, become better. We have to care for ourselves. We are parenting ourselves at this point. Think about it. You have people looking out for you and loving on you and providing for you until you become, an adult. And at that point, do you just stop needing that? No, we get to do it for ourselves, which is amazing. Let's see here. Healthy says, pour into yourself first. Amen, amen, amen. Scotty says, so helpful. Yes, I love that. And of all people, I know you are going to go out in that world and just, I was going to say smash it, kill it, but that all sounds so violent. You're going to go get it. You're going to amplify the light with that, Scotty. Thank you so much, my love. And Healthy says, yes, be determined to overcome and change your energy regardless of the situation. Amen to that. You are your own sacrosanct universe. You are your own autonomous country. You own yourself. So that is a big part of what it is to be healthy and holistic, is to own yourself. They can do whatever they want on the outside, baby. But in here, and in here, this is all you. So rule well, be the creator of your own experience, be the God of your internal world, if nothing else. And you're going to have a better time. You're going to be healthier. You're going to like your life more. And I hope you will join me again next week. We're going to have another great word. You're amazing. Thank you so much for caring about yourself enough to show up for a Healthy Habits Huddle. And I hope to see you next week. We made it to 25. We're going to get to 50, and I'm going to give you guys even better. I'm talking about subscribers. I'm going to give you guys even better videos. So more soon. I love growing with you guys. Take care, and I'm out. Big kisses.